Facade consultants, they do play a major role, and in Pune now they have started entering. Pune has got a slight number, but the facade consultants are coming into the Pune projects also. And as far as contractors are considered, we normally help the client to have a exact picture where he is confused for some n number of products. So we tell him that this is right, this is wrong, this is required, this is not required. This is required, but it's an additional cost which you have to decide. This is 100% required. So these are the factors what we decide, and we help them out. For the color combination, we have a joint meeting with the architect and we decide the color combinations. And those who are our repetitive clients, especially, or who are special clients, we act as contractors, not consultants, because obviously consultants touch and our touch is going to be separate. At the end of the day, we do think as a part of a contractor also, and consultants don't think as a contractor, they just think as a end and the best of the best product. That is the consultant's job. Once that is done, then those second parts come, that what is required, what is not required. That time we play a part. How much is required, how much is not required. So we do help in that particular way. Yes, it's a healthy competition, and we raise ourselves to that particular level to match the facade consultant and his requirements, where he is satisfied with those. Basically, when a facade consultant comes, these are all the Mumbai fabricators which come into play, because Mumbai is the place where maximum facade consultants are there. And so when they come into picture, yes, we have a benefit ki we get that maybe an X, monetary wise X amount, yes, but more importantly, we get a chance to prove ourselves on a higher scale. Our capability increases. We test ourselves how much backup strength we have, how much support staff we have who are capable to do all those things. So those things come into picture at that particular moment. Point of obstruction, or where we feel that we are lacking behind, is when the structure demand is something separate. We worked with many consultants, so basically are very much aware ki what all goes into picture. So you can say the specifications, the types, the sun path analysis studies, the time frame, what specifications to be used, those all things are carried out. But when it's a different type of structure which needs to give a lot of time and lot of detailing, and also that time we feel that okay, let a facade consultant come into picture, it is always better. Or otherwise, when the client has a particular question mark where he's confused and he's not, there are some clients who do a project first time but it's a good project, and they have that question mark always, will he be able to do, will he not be able to do. So that time we suggest, sir, you go for a facade consultant, so you will be at least aware from day one ki what is going on there. As a contractor, not everybody trusts. Yeah, take a contractor, something or the other is going to do. This is the mentality. We particular at our level, we try that whatever the architect wants, our first 100% practice is to get him satisfied what he wants. If he is satisfied with the design, okay, this is his design and he needs this particular type of concept, which will be difficult for us or which might take a little bit time, but if it is possible, we'll give a green signal. He said, this is possible, we'll help you do it. That is our aim, because once that is achieved, then we work on the minor detailings key to get that, okay, now view wise we are able to do it, but to execute it is a different task. Paper pay doing one thing is separate and practically doing it is separate. So that is the second most important part. On doing it exactly on site is what we call it as perfection. How much we don't come 100% close to it, that is by default, but 99% will come to close to. That is what our aim is always. Because this happened at one of our sites at Perkins. They have a 190 meter length, 190 meters long building, admin block. So the architect was not, he wanted a clear, continuous glass facade and ACP facade, but somehow they were reluctant and they were giving parts in between. So we helped them out in that particular, and today we've given them 190 meters, one single panel total, one plain facade. So that building looks more elongated and he's happy. Actually, it depends fabricator to fabricator, how they take it. What we practice is, once we freeze on the BOQ, once we freeze on the things, and then we work towards it, then we don't see the rates anytime. what money is going in, what money is coming in is these. At least we as a company are least concerned. This is what was decided, finish. Now these are the designs what we are doing, because we are aware of the design from day one. So whenever we quote something, it is there. But once that is freezed, and then if it's taking time, there are many wastages going, many labors are going behind it. We never calculate those things, because we know once that is completed, it's going to be a unique thing. That is what we are working for. We work more towards a brand more than money. Number of joints in sheets, it basically depends what length is required and the sagging of the sheet. When we do the tray system and all, so the sheets do look a bit bulging out, so we provide stiffness behind the sheets. Manufacturing, I think so, up to 6 meters, 7 meters, it's not a problem. But actually making a 6 meter sheet and installing a 6 meter sheet does have a problem, because that is done, it's done manually. So you need 12-15 laborers to hold the sheets and execute it. So that time, that finishing does matter. That's why we restrict up to 3.6, 4 meters max, with adequate number of stiffness behind it, so that bulging doesn't look into picture. The warranties and the lifeline of the sheets also do increase. Any material, those joints, they are required thermally also. For the expansion, contraction, the temperature variation which take place, those joints are compulsory for those particular regions also. So any material does have joints. Factory fabricated ACP comes more into picture for unitized systems, where the panel is fixed to the main panel and then it's transported. So that is the position where factory fabricated ACPs come into picture. And as on site fabrication, what we see with the original method, it should go is a tray system, a closed joint system. You have an open ground system. There are people who don't follow these systems also. It depends, but today ACP market, we say there are many fabricators are non-technical, non-educated. Some are from different background. We have got medical MRs who are, some are into some other business and all, and they've joined this, where they see that okay, there is a potential for this particular business. They do for some 3-4 years span of time, 2 years span, and they're getting closed down. So that is that category which spoils the market for technical aspects, where these people are doing it because that's the reason other people are also getting invited towards it. When you have curvatures, you have different angles to that particular, that has to be done on site. So site fabrication does come into picture. So anytime site fabrication is much preferred than for regular sites. For unitized, where you have got 2 panels of glass and 1 panel of ACP, the size is that can be done has to be done in factory. Rest, site fabrication. ACP will stay. 100% ACP will stay, because there are different items coming into picture. You are getting more varieties in ACP. The new items which are coming, products which are coming into picture, they are not able to match ACP. India is a very cost-concerned country. It is a very cost-concerned company. So when you have items which are ranging in the ACP range, so that is time it comes into picture. Plus there is a different factor that ACP should have tried and tested. ACP Indian market is more than 15 years today. So we have some projects which are standing there for 15 years. Color fading has taken place, maintenance has not been done. Those are different factors. But ACP will stay. Main is the lightweight factor. That is one particular thing. Second is the execution process, availability, competition in that. There is no monopoly in particular thing. When you have some different material, there is a monopoly. So this is my thing. You want to take it, you don't want to take it. It's fine. Timber will be used. You have a good variety. Timber will be used, but it will be in small portions. It won't be for the total external facade. Never. It will be in small portions. 98% times. 2% times you might get a standalone building, but small portion for the both materials. Combination will be there. It will be used in patches. Same with your sand also. Sand is yet to be marketed more, because people are not aware of that sand series yet. We as fabricators are aware, but it needs to be marketed more. to understand what exactly it is. It's a good material. Material, man, there's no problem. It's a good thing which you have come up with. It will look good also, but it needs to be marketed more. What other options do you have? You have an ACP, you put wood, and you do cement plaster. These are the three options you have. Cement plaster is not possible at that particular, then it's fixed, you cannot do anything to that. You have a straight shape. Wood and ACP, you can give shapes. When you compare the cost, wood will be expensive. Plus, it's an external material which is going to hit by different temperature variations, rain, water, cold, everything is there. Third, wood color, there is specific color limitations. So you want to do any type of design on that particular thing is very difficult. ACP, you get a plain surface, any color, any shape, any number of joints, no single joints. Your lettering options are open, any color lettering you can do, and it's cleanable basically. You clean it, it's new. It's not the factor with wood. Wood you need to polish it again then. So that is why it keeps on changing. And most important, it's a fast acting. Any shop front बोलो 2 दिन में सब हो जाता है. नया नाम, the total building, the look of the shop changes. But you increase the foil thickness, it's always technically much better, because people don't understand that whatever letters also they are putting, it has some specific weight, and that weight is actually not taken by the LDB, it's taken by the aluminium skin when it's in combination sandwich. So that is the important factor. If you increase it, it's always better.